Throughout our history, America has experienced great changes in our forms of communication and how we identify ourselves as a culture. One from the present need only look at Abraham Lincoln, who decoded messages from a telegraph to get Union news of the Civil War, a war over slavery that was only 150 years ago. Present day, America and the entire world has become a globalized community. Direct messaging, video chatting, and sharing of instant news or events has created a world where encounters and interactions with various and different cultures are available, inevitable, and daily, if not hourly. Along with this increasingly globalized world, applications and social media have been created that encourage globalized communication, are obsessed over by society, and have made the creators of these organizations billionaires. One of the most influential of these recently created social media sites is the website called Facebook. Created in 2004, Facebook grew from being at a few college universities to a site that now socially connects 1.3 billion active users, allowing anybody from age 13 up to create a personalized profile. Facebook allows you to direct message, video chat, and share or view other people's photos, opinions, and events on a newsfeed. Facebook is an enormous organization that wields an incredible amount of power and influence on our values in life, our view of individuals and groups, and our everyday interactions with people. One has to wonder what positives and negatives result from an organization that decides our social life so much. For me, my experiences have shown me both sides. A huge positive from Facebook has been the ability to keep in touch with those far away. Unlike my mom's childhood pen pal experience of exchanging letters once a month, Facebook allows me to instantly reach people, like my friends at different colleges, cousins in England, or my family I stayed with in Spain. I doubt it'd be as easy maintaining those relationships I have through just letters. Another thing cool about Facebook is being able to create groups with others where you can post something that notifies the whole group. These groups could range from anything to a class project, a fraternity, or your coworkers. As a camp counselor this summer, this was especially useful in getting out a message to everyone when we were all spread out across Maine, leading trips with little to no phone service. Facebook's ability to communicate directly and globally is undeniably impressive and useful. That being said, there are major negative impacts that Facebook is creating on people's intercultural development. I believe that one of those areas is acculturation, specifically affecting the stress adaptation growth dynamic developed by Young Kim. This dynamic involves the drawback to leap process of experiencing a foreign host environment. Instead, Facebook lets you encounter different cultures, values, and beliefs from your very own host environment, where one can discount differences as stupid or weird and not have to grow. In essence, Facebook allows people to draw back culturally without having to leap. This lack of cultural leaping can very well lead to a poor predisposition. With this, the process of deculturation-acculturation is very difficult no matter how receptive the foreign host environment is. Eventually, the lack of growth results in defensively trying to hang on to one's own culture and completely relying on ethnic interpersonal systems. Another negative tendency seen while using Facebook is to immediately use System 1 and never move on to System 2. This many times occurs when one is going through a person's profile pictures and using System 1 to label them something such as a nerd, popular, athlete, or other based off the photo's characteristics, like the setting, clothes, activity occurring, or the amount of likes. I've done this numerous times. One that clearly stands out to me is when I labeled my roommate freshman year as a calm nerd after seeing his Facebook profile. Upon meeting him, I began to suspect he was anything but such, and my suspicions were confirmed halfway through that semester when he set his bed on fire after an argument with the RA. Now, it is obvious that information overload occurred when quickly cycling through his pictures suppressed my system too. However, the little random amount of information available on his profile also caused me to make assumptions and paint a misguided picture of who he was. It's almost human tendency to fill in the unknown, and Facebook is a tool that drives that. Lastly, I worry about the future of face-to-face interactions and conversations in society. Facebook allows one to sit at their computer or phone and write a response that they have had ample time to formulate, in which they don't even have to worry about being face-to-face with the individual. Even on video chat, you're still miles away from the person you are talking to. Moreover, many people's Facebook friends are people that they've never even met before. Facebook is changing personal interactions and the definition of relationships the wrong way. Ironically, as we're developing communicative technologies, we're de-evolving with our interactions and becoming more socially distant. Facebook is not bad. Advancements have allowed Facebook to greatly simplify the arduous task of communication with great results. The problem lies with a lot of our society believing that social media sites are main channels to communicate in a simplistic world, rather than seeing them as tools to simplify communication in a complex, globalized world. I love social media as much as the next person, so I'm not urging that they be disbanded. Rather, I think people just need to do a better job into taking them into context. A Snapchat or Instagram picture is just one tiny part of a person's day where they did many other things. One tweet does not represent a person's values or beliefs, rather, it is one of countless thoughts and opinions. Furthermore, communication is not simple. Rather, it is the opposite. Just look at how many TCU Com classes there are, or how much information we covered in just this semester. Throw in the fact that the world is as globalized as ever, with all cultures around the world interacting now, and you begin to realize how important it is to learn as much as you can. So I encourage people to use social media as a way to stay in touch with others, connect with friends, and even to contact other cultures. The globalized state of this world makes foreign cultural contact a daily occurrence, so an effort may as well be made to learn about other cultures and improve your predisposition, while also taking into account the dangerous tendencies to make assumptions. New experiences should be met with open arms. These experiences may not only change how we communicate, but our values, beliefs, and how we identify ourselves. Hopefully, in the near future, we are all lucky enough to be using social media to connect to those far away back home, as we are experiencing new values, beliefs, and acculturation to a foreign host environment.